Goodness me, here we are.
Hey.
Woo! What are the chances that we all manage to escape at exactly the same time from the wives?
Time for a break, time for a Kit Kat, time for a quick chat.
Exactly. And I've just thought, I've only got 30 minutes. Have you got 30 minutes as well?
We've always only got 30 minutes. We're lucky to get 30 minutes. If I'm not checking it out before then.
I know, but play the game. Play the game.
I only have 30 minutes if I don't tell, and that's even if I just don't know, that's if I don't tell anybody I've got 30 minutes.
We're on. 30 minutes.
Right.
Let's go.
Good stuff. Let's hit it, Si.
Fix the world.
What are we hitting?
Am I starting the show?
Right, let's get going then.
All right. What are we doing?
The Week Report with news, views, and screws.
Has he got it? Has he got it? Has he got it? Has he got it? Has he got
Oh,
it?
I've taken them out of my pocket.
He's got something.
No.
And that was how we got the video footage that got Christian arrested.
Get my screws, officer.
Oh, fiddly fiddler. So, Tom,
Pinky grinder.
Tom, you've got a new president.
Yes.
Yes.
And what's his middle name?
Oh, it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forget now.
Made me laugh a bit.
It's a very odd florid name. Tell me what it is.
I can't remember now off the top of my head.
It begins with R.
Recephus or something.
Yes.
It's not that.
No, oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, Joseph R. Biden. Yeah, so what is the R? What's the R of Biden?
Rum Tum Tugger.
No.
Oh, do you not know, Tom?
I can't remember. I read it and I can't remember.
Oh man, you're gonna know. You're gonna have to know that. I would have loved to have been on the committee. Did you see Katy Perry singing Firework?
No.
It was excellent, but hilarious because guess what? She sung Firework, and there was all the fireworks going off behind her. And I could just imagine the committee sat there going, right, okay, we need a song for the fireworks. What could we have? How about Katy Perry singing Firework? Brilliant, Booker. It is fantastic. It's worth a watch. Brilliant.
Joseph Robinette.
Robinette.
Robinette. Yes.
Wasn't that a kind of thing you had in the kitchen? You'd have your blender, you'd have your whisk, and you'd have your Robinette.
I don't know. I thought they were the dancers in the Radio City Music Hall.
Whereas I thought they were a kind of chocolate-covered raisin treat. Answers on a postcard for what a Robinette is. Please tell us below.
Right, now we're going full tilt. Christian, you need to turn yourself down a little bit because you're and Tom, you need to turn yourself up a little bit.
Oh, for goodness sake!
I think I think it's your inputs. I think Tom sounds great. You sound great.
I'm the one who's recording this, and I'm the one who has to deal with it afterwards. So
afterwards, okay, fair enough. Does this sound better now that I'm at full tilt on support?
Yes.
Excellent.
Drop the L.
Excellent. I tell you what, though, in the news, did it snow in Kingston Blount after Simon's predictions? No. No snow.
It did snow at about 3 a.m.
No, all right. It did snow from 4 till 5, and then it rained.
It snowed. That's
yeah, but not proper snow.
I'm told that Kingston Blount is kind of like Sandbanks in that you get your own separate weather. It's so fancy.
We pay for it, yeah. We ship it in. That would be nice. No, there's rumour that there might be snow on the weekend. A little bit of snow.
I don't think so. I think it'd be
50% chance on Sunday, but that's it. Otherwise, rain. What about the United States of America? Is there snow? There is snow somewhere.
Yeah, we had snow yesterday morning, which we weren't expecting at all. No one had predicted it, and we had, it was like an inch, but it was pretty. The other day, about a week ago, we had some snow with those. I don't think you get them very often in the UK. I don't remember seeing them for a long time. Oh, I've gone fuzzy. Those huge snowflakes.
Oh yeah, proper snowflakes.
Like proper movie style snowflakes. Like they're like almost the size of golf balls.
Ones that you make when you're a kid and you cut out of things.
Yeah.
And you hold a piece of paper and cut it up and open it up again. Do you remember those?
We had some of those last week and they were fantastic. They were really exciting. It was beautiful.
Love it.
Love it. Good.
Right, is that the news?
That's the news.
That's the news.
Fantastic. What happens now?
I forgot the rock.
Oh, for God's sake! I need. Let's do it again. Let's do the choreography. We'll get it right one day.
Come on, and you can do it at home. Do it with us.
Well,
Ready?
I'll put it in this time. Ready?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Justification minute.
Oh, every time. In the neck.
I think Tom and I did it right that time.
Yeah. That's how in shape Simon is. He pulls a muscle in his neck doing the justification minute choreography.
Well, apparently that's the way I dance most things in this chicken head kind of.
Yeah.
Especially with my Ricky Gervais hair today.
I was going to say your Ricky Gervais hair. Look at the state of that. Oh, it's very nice, actually, in fairness. Is there a bit of something in there? What's in there?
Bit of product.
Bit of product?
I'm sure those at home will have a bit of product as well.
There's something about Mary about your hair.
Actually, I don't use product. But a quick question: Ricky Gervais, good or bad?
Good.
See, I agree. Yeah.
But. Now, I like Ricky Gervais as a stand-up comedian. I agree with pretty much. I can't think of a political view or a view that he has that I don't agree with. I agree with him in every respect. But I find his movies just a bit dull. I just find a lot of his movies and TV shows just a bit dull. I don't like them. But I like him as a person, and I find him very funny in his stand-up. That's my view. I've yet to see a movie where I've thought that's great.
I just watched him, funnily enough, on there was a compilation of stuff where he didn't give a monkeys about what people think.
Oh yeah.
He was on a lot of American television. So he was on Jimmy Kimmel. He was on he was on Ellen DeGeneres. He was on.
If you'd say.
Yeah, he was on a few different late night things.
Yeah.
He was very, very funny. If he's pushed to think quickly, I think he's funnier than if he's scripted.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is then. Yeah. Maybe that is what it is.
The only reason I asked was because I was listening to some Frankie Boyle. I got on a little Frankie Boyle jag and was watching.
Controversial.
But Frankie Boyle doesn't like him as a stand-up. Now, I think Frankie Boyle is an astonishingly good stand-up. And they're kind of almost drive towards the same aisle, in that they both tend to run a little bit left but poke holes in stuff.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was just noteworthy to sort of say, and I like listening to stand-ups, and I really like it. It's weird, it's perverse, because I'm sort of quite happy-go-lucky, but I quite like it when they bitch about other stand-ups. I'm like, oh yeah, tell us what you think about Michael McIntyre. Go on, tell us more. Love it.
I like Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr's hilarious. I like his live stand-up. I think he's very funny.
Do you know what? We'll make that a topic for another day. All right.
We will. Have we justified anything yet on our justification minute?
Justify your haircut, Simon.
No, I was going to justify. I haven't had a haircut. You the one that had a haircut.
That's true. Tom has had his haircut.
He went to the same barber as Tintin.
Oh, Tintin. Yeah, I was going to say Tintin. Or Billy Whiz has whizzed in. Do you remember Billy Whiz?
I do.
Yeah. Here he is. It's a good haircut.
Now, I was going to talk about microphones.
Oh, yes. Go on then.
I'm thinking of getting a new microphone. I've done a bit of research.
This is definitely a justification.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a mic. You of all people that I know do not need a new microphone.
I think I do. Because I need one. Because the mic I've got is well known to be very good at picking up everything. It's a cardioid mic. It's a condenser mic, which requires power, but it's very sensitive and not very good for broadcast radio.
Right.
So,
that sounds like a description of me.
Face for radio. But will it make the boat go faster?
Yes.
Will it though?
Yes.
Will anybody be able to hear the difference?
It'll make it much easier for me to set up and having to stop having loads of compressors and stuff.
And how much is said microphone? What are we justifying here?
Depends which one I go for.
Go on.
2 options. I've got the Rode Procaster.
Oh, nice. It just sounds good.
Yes, it sounds good.
Doesn't it?
I use the Rode NT1 now, which is a great mic for singers and things like that.
Yeah.
Or it's the Shure SM7D, I think it is.
Yeah, Sure. Isn't the Shure one a normal handheld with the normal mic on it?
No, not that one.
Okay.
You know the one that Al Bourne's got?
No.
No, but it's that one.
No. Okay, well...
Isn't that a kebab shop? Alborn.
Alborn.
Welcome to Alborn.
Welcome to Alborn.
It's the Arabic holistic goods firm.
Alibaba.
Face creams, Alborn.
I think it's a country in Game of Thrones, isn't it, Alborn?
Wasn't he a former US president or hopeful? US presidential hopeful? That's Al Gore. That's what I'm thinking of.
No.
Person.
No, he was just to really stretch this to past the point of being even wasn't funny to begin with. Wasn't he the lead singer of Blur, Damon Albarn?
Oh, that's stretching it. That is stretching it. Well, when will we know whether you're going to justify this purchase or not? Is this going to happen
by
soon?
next week? Because the reason I'm saying it is that I've paid my tax bill now.
Oh, shoot! I need to do that.
In my tax savings account,
Right.
I have a little bit left over.
Very good.
Ooh. Hey, all right. Sticking with the mic thing, because I actually want to ask a quick tech question. Don't do a jingle. But I have students. If they need a microphone, I want to recommend a really cheap but good little microphone that will attach to their computer to give them better sound quality, because a few kids are using laptops and some of the laptop mics are atrocious. Somebody just got a new laptop. The microphone attachment is awful. The built-in microphone.
Well, I've recommended a few things, actually. There's a few things. The cheapest version and one of the best versions is a little clip-on mic, which you can get on Amazon for about $12, $15, something like that, which is wired, admittedly, so there's that, but the sound's fantastic, and of course it's up nice and close, so there is that as an option. Simon's going to recommend another one.
Singing.
Sorry?
We're talking for voice lessons, for voice and singing.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it's good.
You'll lose the frequency range on those, that's all. Great for speaking, because you only need a very tight band for speaking. But for singing, you need a bit more of a wider frequency range. That's what I would say. Behringer do a cheap USB mic, which is about $35, something like that.
That sounds more like where we're going for.
Yeah,
it's a bit like your Yetis. It's a bit like a cheap version of your Yetis.
That was exactly what I was looking to hear.
This is a Yeti, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know what a Yeti mic is.
Who knew we would actually come up with a satisfying and useful answer on this show?
For you. Yes, for you.
But anybody else is thinking of podcasting, and I think everybody should get into podcasting. Somebody's got a hobby or a little quirk or a little something to say.
Except for ladies, according to Christian in an earlier episode.
They don't have hobbies. Yeah.
They don't have that hobby. It's like therapy podcasting, isn't it? I think if you record it is, isn't it? You externalize what you want to say, and it helps a lot. So yeah, maybe everyone should have a podcast.
I think anybody listening to this shouldn't start a podcast, because who will listen to ours? Because I can't think of anybody who's contacted us who doesn't have more things to say that's more interesting or knows more than we do.
Exactly. There is no one else left.
Our best advice is don't start a podcast.
There is a USP in having nothing to say and knowing nothing. At least we live in our space.
And we enjoy our company, listener. We enjoy our company.
Guys, we are running short on time already. We've got to move on to the next feature, which is Best in Show.
Nice.
All right, Best in Show. And today's topic, for which we have to justify who is, and we haven't planned this in advance, so we might all pick the same one, you never know. Who is the best Bond villain is today's topic. And if you wish to suggest a topic, please mention something in the notes below, send us an email, whatever, however you can contact us. You want the Best in Show. But today's Best in Show is Best Bond Villain. 1 minute each. Who's got the timer set?
I'll do that one.
All right.
Right.
Who's
okay.
starting?
I'm ready.
I'll start.
Go on.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely obvious and clear who the best Bond villain is. But I'm not going to pick one of the head honchos, because they always end up dying and burying themselves with their overly elaborate schemes or bases that couldn't exist and all the rest of it. I'm picking somebody who is both strong, resourceful, smart, and world class. I'm talking about Oddjob.
Oh, yes.
Best Bond villain, Oddjob. The man's hand-eye coordination is exceptional. His strength levels are off the charts. So he's just versatile. Now, I'm going to slightly push the envelope and say, because he is of Asian origin, he's exceptionally smart and good with tech. which makes him useful for all sorts of things. He dresses brilliantly, so he fits into all levels of society.
Yeah.
There's none of these strange stars for me. And he ticks all the boxes that you need for cultural inclusion within your company or business.
That is odd job.
Man, that is odd job. So I'm going to yield my time to somebody else because I think that says it.
That was a mildly racist comment. But as listeners to the show, you are just as guilty as the creators, and therefore are racist yourselves. Racists.
I waited till the end, till your time was out, so I didn't interrupt you.
I'm saying he's the best Bond villain.
Yes, I know.
I'm pro.
I'm happy to go next if you want.
Go for it.
Beat that.
Go for it, Simon K.
I will.
You probably will. Yeah, I know.
Right. My nomination for the best Bond villain is Orin Goldfinger.
Ooh.
Now, there's several reasons for this. One, he's into gold, which, as we know, right at this moment of turbulence, is a really secure and well thought out mode of monetization for him to have, because he's always going to have money behind him as a Bond villain. He's going to be able to fund his evil plans. He's going to be able to finance those evil schemes. And finally, he's played by an actor with one of the best names, I think, ever. A chap called Gert Frobe. And that is my nomination for the best Bond villain.
Very good. Like it.
Very nice. Hey, here's a quick bonus question. Do you know what Goldfinger's first name was?
I told you.
Orin.
It's Orek.
Orek.
Yeah, Aurec. Orek.
Auric Goldfinger.
5 seconds ago, Christian.
What's happened?
No.
The time already started.
Okay.
Hasn't.
And go.
Okay, so we didn't converse about this, so I had no idea which ones you were going to go for. So I thought, I'm not going to go for the obvious ones. I'm going to go for someone different. So I did a little bit of research into this, and at the end, you can tell me what film, which Bond movie he was in. But the Bond villain I like, and I think is one of the best, is Raoul Silva. Raoul Silva. And the reason I like him is because he's real. He's really manipulative, as a good villain should be. Also, the film that he's in, Bond is more emotional. He's more of an emotional Bond villain. And he's not only a Bond villain to James Bond, but he's also a Bond villain to M. He's got a personal vendetta against M. So there's more to his character. So I think Raoul Silva, being an up-to-date Bond villain, is the best one for me. Also, he's in one of the best Bond movies of all time. I thank you.
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I can possibly disagree with you more.
Excellent. On the movie or the Bond villain?
I mean, no. To be fair, based on the film he's in, he's a very good Bond villain. He does lots of good stuff. The film I thought was tut.
The film is, what is the film?
Oh god, it's the Daniel Craig one. It's
Daniel Craig one. That narrows it down.
It's the name of his childhood home.
It is, and the song that Adele sung.
Skyfall.
Oh, let you crumble.
Let you try.
A lot of vowels.
Yeah.
I was going to share an image of it, played by Javier Bardem.
Who's an excellent actor.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I just, no. I thought the film was a bit ropey. I actually think of all the recent ones, by far the best was Casino Royale. I thought.
Yeah, Casino Royale is definitely one of the best ones. Yeah.
Was that Mix Miggelson or whatever his name is?
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Who is taking over as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts from Johnny Depp.
No. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. He'd be good too.
Yeah.
In fairness, he'd be great. Yeah.
He'd be better than Johnny Depp.
Mads. You can't go wrong for a villain named Mads, whose real name is Mads. Anyway, who's right? Let's decide for ourselves, and then you guys at home, you guys tell us later afterwards who's really right. Personally, I think Christian's was a load of old tut.
I just wanted to go for someone different.
And I'm not going to vote for mine. So I got it. I'll say Simon, but really thinking mine was best. Because let's face it, if you invest in gold, why would you kill someone I cannot think of a less efficient way to kill someone than coating them in gold.
Oh, I can.
That would also take a long time. It's got sharp rims.
With a hat.
Yeah, you've got to be so accurate. Have you ever tried to throw a hat? It is never going to go where you want it to. Gust of wind, it's gone.
Anyway, leave your sharp rim out of this, Tom.
To suffocate from gold. Like it's taking ages by blocking the pores.
Yeah. That's right. Men in the shed.
Not for us to decide anyway.
Oh, all right, fair. Tell us later. All right, we're in the shed.
We're in the shed.
Who's got any problems that they need solving? Has anyone rung in? Has anyone left any messages?
Yes.
I'll take one.
Go on then.
It was a chap called David Williams.
Yeah.
David Williams.
Yeah.
And he wanted to know if how does he get out of his daily chores like we do for 30 minutes a day? Because he said he can possibly get a pass to be in the shed for 30 minutes. So what schemes could we come up with?
Oh, what schemes could he come up
for
with?
you? Here's a quick answer for you. Change your name from Williams to Walliams.
Yeah.
And at which point, say you have to go to Royal
A
Gardens.
book launch.
Yeah, you have to go to a book launch of a book that's not very good that you wrote.
Exactly that.
Boom. 30 minutes.
I think one thing he could do is, I think as long as he comes up with something that's beneficial to the household, then he will be allowed out to do that beneficial thing. So if, for example, his wife, partner, boyfriend, husband wants to, I don't know, get some shopping done, if he can say, I'm just going to pop out for 30 minutes just to get some shopping done, then that's fine. But secretly, he can go to a secret location. I think every man needs a shed. That's why every man needs a shed, don't they? Just to have a bit of...
a man cave of some kind, or a cabin, or a room, or some little...
Or a hobby.
Yeah, well, obviously only men can have those, so...
Obviously, men
Here's the
can have
thing.
hobbies.
Your shed, dear watcher, dear viewer, dear listener, your shed doesn't have to be a real place. It can be a shed inside of you.
Oh, beautiful.
Lovely. And with that in mind, let's move on.
Oh, I've enjoyed that.
It's the Culture Report with noted collection enthusiast Christian John Billett.
I think I've seen. Oh, actually, I have got a great culture report, but I think Tom wants to talk about The Witcher.
Well, I do want to
Coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty. Oh,
saying which, it's just another one of these shows. It does seem to be growingly common that you see an awful lot on TV now, on all sorts of popular shows, a lot of Valleys of Plenty, if you will.
I love it.
I know.
We love a Valley of Plenty, don't we?
We do. Leave the enchanted horse and take
my queen.
So I watching The Witcher. I'd sort of seen like little clips of it and thought, oh, this looks pretty interesting. I like a bit of the fantasy sort of stuff and, swords and sorcery and all that. So watched it. First 15 minutes, first 30 minutes, first 45 minutes. Loved it. Thought it was amazing. But as soon as we got onto episode 2, it all suddenly got into new plots and new... It got a bit... It really didn't build the world for me as much as I wanted. I wanted some... I wanted more of episode 1. I wanted him to go on a few more adventures, kill a few more monsters, show off some of his powers and his strengths. And instead, it got like straight into some storyline about wizards and witches and people born at a time and stuff. And I was like,
I think episode 4 gets back to the killing and the he doesn't go and kill a load of elves and stuff. Episode 4.
yeah, that's the thing. That there's one or two, but I would have just appreciated a few more just to build the world. Just so we can see him do some cool stuff. Then get into backstory and plot lines and all the rest of it. it got very quickly into different. I didn't know we were going back and forward in time in stories. I had no clue what was going on at times. I had to literally look at episode breakdowns to tell me why we were in this court all of a sudden.
What about you at home? What do you think about The Witcher? Has anybody seen The Witcher? Have you got any comments you'd like to make about it? It's been a big phenomenon on Netflix, I think, hasn't it?
But if you just wish to tell us that Henry Cavill is dishy, don't bother.
No.
We already know. Yeah, no, my biggest thing was he just seems to fall in love with a different witch all the time. Like, you can't make out he's like a stoic, tough guy who who really only talks to his horse. But then he's fallen in love with 2 witches by episode 3.
I love that. Low. He does. Back in the shed.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the shed?
Yeah, we didn't discuss, and that's my fault because I moved this on too quick, morning routines.
Oh.
Now, we were going to talk about morning routines. Now, morning routine. I've never been a man of routine, but during lockdown, I have now got a routine in the morning, and it's a bit disconcerting, to be honest.
Go on, then. What's your routine?
Well, I don't get up particularly early because I tend to work later, so I tend to not finish work till 9 o'clock at night. So when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do as soon as I get up, before I've showered and everything else, is come downstairs, get the coffee machine on, and then I'll have I've got this vitamin drink I have. Mm-hmm. Like a complex of bits and pieces, a little supplemental. Then I'll have a coffee and I'll sit down in the conservatory and catch up on the news of the day for about 10 minutes. That's
on
it.
Your phone?
On my
That's
phone.
nice.
Yeah.
That's relaxing. Nice.
Before I do anything else. And then I'll go up and shower and change and get ready for the day.
Yeah.
But every morning I'm doing that now. And that's my morning routine.
See, that sounds absolutely lovely and relaxing. I have little kids, so I don't kind of get away with. I can't do that. So I'm sort of usually in a bit of a thrash. I shower every morning. The coffee, I'm in 100% agreement of. Oh, show us that again, Christian. How much time we got? Oh God!
All right.
Right. So, got bean to cup, so it grinds the beans. I get a nice little espresso. I have an espresso, maybe 2 if I'm in the mood. But mostly it's shower, throw on clothes to get the kids to school. And here's the thing. Since I started playing tennis with some local folks, I don't sleep in. There's not one morning of the week I sleep in. And I love to sleep in.
Oh.
So I know. But
does Mrs. Selwood get an opportunity to sleep in?
She does. Sometimes she does. But she also sometimes sleeping isn't great for her sometimes. So sometimes she needs to sleep in. So I take the kids out.
That's what she tells you.
Yeah. Quick. We need a doghouse. Here's a quick doghouse invention. We need a coffee machine that you can set to percolate and run remotely.
You can get ones with apps. I was looking at ones that's almost a justification. You can get a coffee machine where you can choose what type of coffee you want on your app and how you want it. Press it, and it'll make it for you.
Not bean to cup yet.
Yeah, bean to cup.
I need bean to cup. I've been looking.
Yeah. DeLonghi, my friend. DeLonghi bean to cup.
My friend. Right. Come on, what's your morning routine?
My morning routine is I come downstairs, have an ablution, then I have a cup of tea, and whilst having said ablution, I read the news like Simon does for a very long time. And then I have
You're abluting?
While I'm abluting, I have a cup of tea, I have my breakfast, and then I have to have a coffee. So I always have tea, then coffee, and then I'll get changed and get ready.
You do have to remember to flush, otherwise you leave a bluter lying around.
Exactly. He's a character in Popeye, isn't he?
What, a bluter?
Bluter.
A bluto. So here we are, folks. We're into the final minute because I can hear her calling.
Oh,
she's not a muppet.
Play out until we get the actual, get the hooter.
She's not a frog.
It's a hooter, not a blooper.
Oh man!
Alrighty,
so
did we get the klaxon?
No, not yet. It's another 35 seconds.
35 seconds, quick. Well, listen, make sure you tune in next episode because we're going to have go-to insults. We've got to have. We're going to be casting ourselves in film next time. So we're going to be casting ourselves in films. We're going to be deciding who we should play in films, who we really should play in films, who we'd likely actually get cast as in films and TV, who should play us in films and movies about our lives. So
And
make
I'll
sure
do
to
different
suggest
budgets as well.
what?
different budget.
The
Yeah,
high budget us and low budget us.
we're running out of time.
Bye.
No!
Alrighty.
It's that time, Enin. Thanks very much for joining us today. Is anybody going to give me
We don't know what you're doing. We're just letting. We're just leaving you do it. Simon and I have left the building.
I thought we were going to tell people like and subscribe. See you next week.
Yes, like and subscribe. Smash the like button. That's what she said. Exactly. Right, I've got to go. She's calling. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.